How y'all doing? It's Tuesday. We made it through Monday. Let's keep on rolling. Tomorrow's hump day, but I'm telling you, these things go by pretty quick, especially for me. I'm out here every day and cramming in my head stuff. It seems like I just did this. And here I am again. That's because he's still in our house. So I have to keep doing this. And I'll keep doing this until we get that lying-ass piece of scum out of our White House. Speaking of lying-ass pieces of scum, how's old Trumpy boy doing? He's not doing too good, I don't think. There's a whole lot of talk about the Russian investigation going on, and they don't like that. Donald's out there again yelling, fake news, look at the Democrats, fake news. Yeah, that's a sure sign Donald's worried. Donald keeps yelling, look at the other way, look over there. Look, there's a dying child over there or something. Here, you want me to drop a bomb or something? Yeah, he'll do something. Bet your ass, because he doesn't like them talking about Russia. And Sally Yates and old Clapper came up there yesterday. Pretty proud of that Sally Yates. She kind of gave old Ted Cruz a slap across the face, you ignorant butt, Cruz. He's that little sleazeball we have down here in Texas that represents us. He's one of our senators. Ted Cruz, Mr. Holy Roller, hypocrite of the nation, of the world. This guy's just a big, big hypocrite. And, oh, Lord. Anyway, he was asking Sally Yates there. This is what I love about old Ted Cruz. He doesn't want to talk about the Russian investigation or General Flynn. Hell no. He wants to ask her about Trump's immigration plan. Why did you not support Trump's immigration ban? Well, constitutionally, it sucked. That's why, Ted. But though Sally there, she had to put him in his place. Ted's up there quoting one article, and don't you think the president has the right to do this and that? And she had to tell him, no, he doesn't. According to the next article that he didn't delve into, the newer one. Anyway, I just love seeing that shit, especially with Ted Cruz. He's an ignorant butt. And for somebody who served as a Supreme Court clerk, you'd think he'd have a brain. You'd think he would have read down just a few more lines to read the next section of that article. And but you have to remember, Ted Cruz, like I said before, he's told us straight out, his glory goes to God. He gets his laws from God. He gets his orders from God. He doesn't care about the Constitution. That's what he said. God first, America second. That's Ted Cruz. And it makes you wonder, with him supporting Trump on that immigration ban, talking to her about that, it led me to believe that would Ted Cruz support Donald Trump if Donald Trump issued an order that was blatantly unconstitutional? Yes, he would. Ted Cruz would roll over like a puppy for Donald Trump. That's what he did when Trump got elected. Remember when Ted Cruz was running for office, for president, he couldn't say enough bad things about Donald, vote your conscience, all that other bullshit that Ted Cruz put out of his mouth. And then as soon as Donald gets elected, Ted Cruz is going to go up there and try to protect him from anything. And that shows you who Ted Cruz is. He's a hypocrite. He's just a lying scumbag politician that'll do anything to save his ass or make him some money. That's all it is. He doesn't, he sells that God shit to people and they suck it up. They believe him because he can quote the Bible or something like that and tell everybody he's a big Christian. Big Christians don't deny kids health care. Think about that, Ted, when you get up there in the Senate and vote on that new health care bill. But this whole thing with Ted Cruz and there's several other senators up there yesterday. And they're not, like I said, they're not interested in the Russian investigation. They're trying to deflect anything they can away from the Russian investigation because that's their man. That's Donald Trump, Mr. Russia. And, I got that guy's name, Jack Kingston, ex-representative from Georgia. That guy, I was watching him last night. Now, I watch him a lot when he comes on CNN. He's a talking head nowadays. He was a senior Trump advisor during the campaign. So he's this boom bah for old Donald there. But no matter what the conversation is, whether it's health care, whether it was this thing with the Senate hearing yesterday, Jack Kingston will sit up there and, yeah, got his teeth in his mouth open. I swear I'm waiting for a fly to fly in there every time he opens it. Sits there and listens to somebody else, speaking about flies. And, buddy, you don't want to sting me. I know you don't. Anyway, I just get tired of that guy. No matter what you say, he's going to just boom by Donald Trump. He's not interested in the facts. None of them Republicans are interested in the facts. Because the facts will just point to Donald Trump being tied up with the Russians. Now, little thing Clapper said yesterday also let the cat out of the bag, because he said he could not answer a particular question involving Trump's business dealings with Russia. Why? Well, because it's under investigation. Now, here's a little key for you. Why doesn't the Senate subpoena Donald Trump's tax returns? If they subpoena Donald Trump's tax returns, well, then it's going to either show he has dealings with Russia or he doesn't have dealings with Russia. It's a just plain little choice there. And Donnie Boy is not going to release his taxes. He's already told you, kiss his ass. He's hiding those things until hell freezes over. And that's the key to the whole thing. If you get those damn tax returns, well, then this whole thing will go pretty smoothly. Because we'll be able to prove beyond a doubt that Donald Trump sold us our ass down the river to Russia. It's all about getting the sanctions lifted on Russia. And that's what all this Russian business was about. All the talking that the whole Trump campaign system there was over there talking to Russia about. That was about the sanctions getting lifted and stuff. But old Donald's got his ass in a bind here with Russia. If he tries to do something nice, we're going to know. And if more he tries to hide it, we know. Anyway, get his ass out of there. That's why we're here. Now, switching on to that little video I saw of Congressman Rod Blum. He, Iowa's 1st District, congressman out of Iowa. He brought some kids and gathered around him, get ready for this interview, and they was talking about why he wants to restrict who comes into his town halls. He wants to check everybody's ID to make sure that you are from his district. Well, that would almost sound kind of fair. Maybe that ought to be it. But he asked him about people in other districts of Iowa because his vote impacts other people in the state. So why shouldn't other people come to his town hall to ask him about that? And he says, no, that's not fair. But then the reporter asked him, well, is it fair for you to accept campaign contributions from somebody that's not in your district? And, oh, well, Lordy, have mercy, I don't want to talk anymore. This interview is over, and he gets up and he walks out. He's all huffy-puffy because they asked him a question about money. And if they ask him about money, oh, we don't want to talk about where I get my money, I got to go. And where does he go? He goes to his town hall. Well, things didn't get any better for him there either. The idiot. These people are upset because he voted for the congressional health care bill that passed through. Now, we always have to remember that didn't do shit. They passed a bill in the House that isn't even complete, hasn't been thoroughly vetted and everything, find out what it's going to do and what it's not going to do. But they passed it anyway because it's about just getting something through. They don't give a shit what it is, just get something through so we can look good. But it didn't make them look good. It made them look like idiots. It made them look like they even asked some of them online, did you read the bill? Well, no, I didn't read the bill. Then why'd you vote on it? Before, that's all the Republicans screamed about. Oh, how could they pass a bill without reading it? Well, you suckers are doing it, aren't you? You don't give a shit about what's in there. You just wanted to pass the ball, to get it off of your ass. Well, it landed right back in your ass. I called my congressman this morning, Blake Farenthold, down here in Texas. I called this morning, talked to a gentleman there on the phone. It was real nice. I just asked him, when is Blake Farenthold going to have his next town hall meeting? Well, August. Oh, maybe sometime between now and August. He's off right now. He's on vacation. Why don't he have it now? I'll tell you why you don't want to have it now, because he's a chicken shit little scaredy cat that just wants to run and hide from all the news unless it's just about something about some wonderful thing that he wants to talk about. Other than that, he don't want to talk to the constituents out here. The guy asked me how come I was calling. I told him I was a little upset about his vote on the health care bill, and how could he vote for something he didn't know was in it. Oh, well, can I have your name? Sure, and I spelled it out. Can I have your address? Oh, you bet you can. I don't give a shit. You think you're going to scare me from calling back or something? How about you tell that congressman to write me a letter? I gave you my name and my address. Blake Farenthold. Write me a letter and then tell me how come you voted for a bill that you didn't even know what was in it. How about that there, Blake? Shit, little rodent police son of a bitch. Ah, they get me pissed off. He's my guy, and he just, oh, man, makes you sick. I hope a lot of y'all, I hope all of you, saw a video that was online from Julie Anderson out in North Carolina. Now, Julie got upset about this subject, about the health care, because she has a child that relies on that Medicare expansion. And she went to go see her representative, Patrick McHenry, up there, and wanted to see him, and she got the runaround. And when she insisted a little bit, well, they called the cops. They called the cops up there to throw her out because she wanted to ask her congressman a question. Excuse me. And the cop even goes as far as to say that, you know, if she doesn't leave, she'll be arrested and your kid will be taken to foster care. Now, there's that little word there that just pissed me off in there about that cop threatening to take her kids to foster care, and you won't say it again. That's the same words that cop used on that airline against that family. Is this the kind of shit cops are doing now? If you don't do what I say, I will take your children away and put them in foster care. Kiss my ass. How's that, you Gestapo shit? Threw her ass out of the building. And something else she said in that little video. She was worried because of the cost of the medicine for her little child was $1,200 a month, and without the subsidies from Obamacare, she can't make that. $12,000 a month for one child's medicine. You want to know what's wrong with this country's health care? There it is, right there. My wife showed me a bill that one of our own family members got on her husband that's in the hospital, and the bill is $1.6 million. And he's not even done yet. He's still in the hospital, hoping for the Lord to heal him. $1.6 million. Who has that? You got that? I don't have it. None of us have that kind of money. Congressmen do, I guess, but they don't have to worry about it because they're not covered by all this shit. They're covered by their own set of rules. That's what's wrong with this country. Health care, if you've got the money. If it's all about the money. This whole damn conversation about health care, I keep saying, is so ridiculous. Because we're talking about health care, and they're talking about money. We're talking about trying to save lives. They're talking about trying to save money. Because it's all about the money in this country. We are the only country in the Western Hemisphere, in civilized countries, that does not treat their citizens with universal health care. Us, it's all about how much they get paid, and how much doctors get paid, and how much hospitals get paid, and how much congressmen and senators get paid from the lobbyists in the pill industry and the insurance industry and all that crap. That's who's getting the money. It's not us. And I don't give a shit when you tell me, oh, the prescription companies have to charge you a lot of bit because they're trying to come up with new drugs. Oh, you take that away and they won't come up with new drugs? Kiss my ass. I bet they will, because they sell them all over the world, cheaper to everybody else, but not us. We're going to be the ones to pay for that shit because they have to pay senators and congressmen and CEOs and everybody else on the payroll before they get around to delving the money out for your health care. I know I'm running long. How you like that shirt? I like this shirt. And what does that mean? Equal. That's equal. That's the Human Rights Campaign. That's the symbol for the Human Rights Campaign. And the Human Rights Campaign is about the LGBTQ community and the rights that they deserve and demand because it's in our Constitution. But those powers that be on the right and on the Christian side, well, they'll do anything in the world to stomp down LGBT rights because they don't care about them. They're Trump out there trying to sign an executive order trying to relax religious freedom laws. Religious freedom? Yeah, religious freedom to discriminate against people you don't like. You know, but oh Lord, let somebody say something about the Christian religion, and holy shit, you're being persecuted. You're being, oh, Christians are this and they're after the, kiss my ass. You don't have any right to complain in this country. Christians have a monopoly. Everybody's a Christian. You ask anybody on the street, do you believe in God and Jesus? Oh, of course I do. Do they live by it? Hell no. Do they go get drunk all the time? Hell yes. Do they do everything else every other sinner does? Hell yes. But they believe in Jesus. Praise be to Jesus. And that absolves them from everything, because it's God's word to discriminate against these people. That's why I do it, because God said so. God told you don't eat shrimp, but you don't pay attention to that either. So you just want to take up that little... This is a big thing with me, because it bothers the shit out of me that people think they have the right to stick their nose in somebody else's bedroom. What difference does it make? I keep saying that. You people on the right and the religious shit, get another hobby. Get something else besides gays and abortion. Can't you feed the hungry? All that other shit that Jesus said. Go to the hospitals and heal the sick. Because that one congressman said, you know, if you're a godly person, you don't get sick. They're stupid with that shit. Anyway, June 11th is National Equality March. Is the National Equality March for LGBT around the world. And I saw a picture of Michelle and Barack Obama showing off their t-shirts for that march. And we all need to stand up for them, because they stand up for us on other issues. And that's what the right doesn't get. We're all inclusive in this. Our side wants to be all inclusive, and the right just wants to take pigeonholes and put you in this compartment over here, and we'll put a label on you here, and you don't get no money for health care, or you don't get any money for food, or unemployment, you don't get that because you're a lazy bum. You know, Jeff Sessions, I wrote this down just because, like I say, some things just let you know who you're dealing with. Jeff Sessions, our Attorney General. This is our Attorney General. This is a quote from him. Marijuana is a dangerous gateway drug. It causes deviant behavior like depression. I'm going to pause right there. Deviant behavior like depression. So if you suffer from depression, well, you're a deviant soul and God's going to strike you down. That's who Jeff Sessions is. He goes on. Behavior like depression, sloth, and homosexuality in children. That's what Jeff Sessions thinks marijuana does. It turns your children gay. It makes you act like a sloth, and it gives you depression. And all those are deviant behavior. Deviant. He likes that word. He also said, who wants to live in a country of fat, lazy, gay teenagers? That's your Attorney General. That's what he thinks about pot. And if you smoke pot, you're going to be a lazy, gay teenager. How ignorant people can be is just beyond me, and to reach to a level of his standing. Look where he is. He's the Attorney General of the United States, and he believes ignorant things like that. Stupid things like that, because he's on the same mission as the rest of the right. He wants to convince you that intelligence is a deficit. You don't want that. You don't want to be intelligent. You might know things. We'll tell you what to think. We'll tell you what to do. That's who those people are on the right. Unless it comes to God, Jesus, and all that shit. Anyway, get carried away on that anyway. I don't know who sent me this shirt. It just showed up in the mail. It's another one of those mystery shirts. I'm proud to wear it, and I'm proud to tell anybody I know, yes, I stand up for LGBT rights. Who are you to stand against them? I hope your God smites your ass in the head every time you stand against other people's rights. That's what I wish. Please, Lord, smack a few people in the head, because they deserve it. They deserve to be smacked around, because they bring their religious into their crap. Anyway, it's Tuesday. Let's roll into Wednesday. Blue Dots unite. Let's stay strong. We still have a long way to go. Marches coming up. Write your congressman, your senator. Stand in the street when you can. Call your congressman. I'm going to call mine again later on today, too. I might have another question. Anyway, let's stay active, stay involved. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye now.